Oh, the light looks kind of nice. Hello internet. I still have lingering futility as I spoke about in the last post. There's a very large package outside of my doorstep that cannot be moved, so I kind of have to open it and take it in here. I'm having to be forced to make a video today, which is good. Best way to get yourself out of a funk is to get up and do something. Da, 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 da. What could be in this box? This is gonna be the game changer. This is one of the devices that's really gonna help me be apocalypse ready. Okay, so as you can see, very, very large, immovable box. It took two people just to get up to this doorstep here. And as you can see, the clouds are rolling in, so I have no other choice but to produce this video right now. And the item that's in this box is actually really cool, so I'm actually looking forward to getting it set up and show you guys what it is. I'm trying to make a reel at the same time. Let's do it. The one thing that I really did not like about living here in Thailand is all of the plastic consumption. It's a serious problem. I think people here don't even have any clue. Often you'll go to the gas station to buy something. The item that you purchase is wrapped in plastic, and then they proceed to give you a plastic bag to put your plastic in the bag. And then if you're drinking out of a plastic cup, they'll give you a plastic straw that's wrapped in plastic. And then they'll give you a separate bag, a second bag to double bag it, just in case you didn't get enough plastic. And as we know, plastic is a very non-biodegradable resource in this world, accumulates and never decomposes. And that's something I have a problem with. Another thing that increases the plastic consumption is the overuse of bottled water here. The well water and the water supply is not the cleanest, so often people just resort to buying bottled. You imagine drinking several bottles of water a day, using it to cook your food, and doing it 7 days a week, 365 days a year. This is just one household out of how many in the country of Thailand. Here. Here's the box inside the box. Usually every week I go through maybe a case and a half of these large 1.5 liter water bottles. I use it to make my tea. I use it to cook quinoa and rice. I really feel like I'm not helping the planet when I'm using bottled water every single day. The condition of the well water here, I'm up on a hill, so sometimes it's discolored. Sometimes it has a strange smell. I use this water tester and it has less parts per million than bottled water, but still I don't have total faith in the water here, unfortunately. Since I moved here in January, it's just been lots of bottled water. Luckily, the maids that come to clean my place, they take the water bottles and they recycle them. Also heard that recycling is a scam. It's a way for garbage companies to make money off of you sorting their shit for free. I just feel like water that's coming from bottled, especially bottles that have BPA in them, all that plastic is leaching into the water, and then you're not sure how long it's been in the bottle for and whether it's been sitting in the sun, because plastic that's been baked by the sun is like even more toxic chemicals in your body. Sometimes you can't taste it or smell it, but it's really not good for the cells in your body. We're made of, it was 70 or 80% water. I think it's absolutely critical that the water that we put into our body is as clean and as close to earth as possible. A lot of the water that goes through pipes is not clean. I can show you my water tanks up there. They don't look very inviting. Like I wouldn't swim in that water. And that's the water that's coming out of the showers and the sinks. Okay, so that's why I bought this machine here. This is an atmospheric water generator. Pretty much all it is a glorified dehumidifier with a filtering system inside it. It has like reverse osmosis, ultraviolet. It takes the water from the air, because in some way that it's quite humid. There's just a lot of moisture in the air that we're breathing. So this machine here is gonna pull the water out, filter it, and make it available for me to drink. I'm so excited. Let's bring this bad boy inside. Let me get some lighting here. Ooh, rainbow, and this would be fun. Put one of these guys over here. Get a little funky. The combination of using way too many bottles of water every month in combination with just like not feeling that the water is the cleanest. I feel like all of the main bottled waters that are around the world, it's owned by like 3 major companies like Nestle, Pepsi, and Coca-Cola. I don't know about you guys, but I've never trusted those companies. They're solely here to profit off of us feeling sick and dissatisfied, keep us enslaved just by the water that we're drinking. If you guys have done any research into the woo-woo quantum stuff, you know that water is the most malleable the most malleable element, and it's super influenced by your consciousness. Everyone's heard of the experiment with, I think his name was Mr. Emoto. He was projecting his emotions into glasses of water filled with rice, and they were looking at it underneath a microscope, and they projected one glass with love, one with hate, one of the variables being completely ignored. The results are pretty cool because the bowl with the rice and the water that had love projected onto it, it formed into like these beautiful snowflake crystals, and then the water that had hate projected into it resulted in like a really chaotic and disharmonic pattern. Where I was going with this is that you can have water, and if the consciousness of the person that's creating it or bottling it, delivering it, that influences the actual water that's in the bottles. If you compare restaurant cooking with cooking that's made by your family, there's no comparison because one has a lot of love put into it. I think I should cut the bottom too and then slide it out of the bottom. Just rip it off the sides like this. There we go. Okay, not the cleanest job, but that's okay. Yeah, that would have been way more difficult to open it the other way. Okay. So yeah, with this device here, I'm going to have water that's extracted from the air, which I'm so excited about because that means the water that I'm already breathing is going to be condensed into drinkable water that I can use for my teas and smoothies, and all the food and everything that I do will be with water from the air. So here's the grand reveal. Check out the HR88, first of its class. Oh cool, it even makes it cold. Does it come on wheels? I really hope it comes on wheels. This thing is way heavier than I thought. Oh, it does have wheels. The wheels are already installed. This is great news. Okay. I'm so excited to be finished drinking bottled water. This is gonna be awesome. Hope you guys have been enjoying the content not being filmed on a GoPro. This is such a nice change for me to have high quality sound and then high quality footage and then proper lighting. It's nice to set up a camera and then set up the exposure properly and make sure the audio is working. I'm gonna have to plug it in and then let it run a few times. Let it cycle through and then I'll be ready to go. Definitely a product that you wanna read the directions before you just plug it in. Unraveling all the components now. Our dedication to providing high-quality, great-tasting water to our consumers is accomplished by our use. It can remove odor and pollutant. It pulls the dust out. It feels like it was Chinese translated into English with minerals which bring health into our body. This is definitely Chinese. Here's a little inside peek. Here we got the organic chemical reduction, taste and odor reduction, lead reduction, and then reverse osmosis. I think I'm supposed to put this filter in here. Oh, I can't. Okay, there we go. I don't know which way this goes. That feels right. I think we're ready to take it for its first trial run. Wow! This thing is so heavy. Let's go make some water. This is actually really convenient because all my equipment here in this space needs to stay really dry. So luckily I already have 2 dehumidifiers that are running all the time just to keep this little corner nice and dry at my place. Got one right here. It's not filtered water. First power on of the home water generator. Yes! I'll take this off later. I usually like to leave the plastic on. We got the UV filters, we got the humidity, we get the pump. It tells you how much is in there. This is sick. The humidity out in this area is 40%, and then in the room it's 50%. And so it is running now and collecting the condensation. I'm wondering how long it's gonna take. I'm just gonna close this door and just let it run. It's raining now, so that's really gonna turn it into a lot of condensated water. I gotta say that these NAND lights are incredibly convenient. Just being able to have on-demand battery power, super mobile. I like that it has little stands here. I could just place it anywhere. Anywhere I just need additional lighting. Increases the production value by so much. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that unboxing. For the first cycle of water, it says to release it into the drain, so in case there's any factory smells. So I'm gonna let that run through tonight, and then tomorrow I'll bring out the camera and have the first glass of air water. Yeah, I'm excited. People think water is just such a small aspect of life, but it's everything. Where you get your water and how you feel about it I feel like is of paramount importance. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Oh my God, today's the day. My quinoa exploded. I keep trying to take a first sip of this water and then stuff keeps happening. I need to take the sip first, but this is the quinoa already cooking with the new water. Ta-da! The first glass of water produced by the air in this house. Salud. Decent. I don't think water should taste like anything, but sometimes, you know, you can, when water feels kind of dry or really moist or has like a very edgy feel to it or is really smooth, this feels right in the middle. I'm gonna take out the TDS water tester. 17 parts per million. That's pretty good. I'm gonna do a split test. This is the tap water coming straight out of the tap. 76 ppm on the water that's coming out of the tap. So this is 7 times more cleaner, 7 times more pure. Yeah, really excited to be drinking really clean water that I know exactly where it's coming from. This machine's a little bit louder than I thought it was gonna be, so I'll leave the machine running when I'm out and about, and when I'm sleeping, I'll probably just leave it in the living room. Normally I have these 2 running, but I think we'll just use this and it'll dry up the air as well as produce water. Excited to do the smoothie thing. I'm gonna make some rice and some ice cubes and whatever other things that involve water I will be doing it. You betcha. I'll let you guys know how it goes. I think water is such an essential thing in our lives, but we don't really pay that much attention to it. And I know that when I'm drinking water out of bottles, it just doesn't feel the highest vibrational thing to do. Yeah, it should be fun. If you guys like the video or comment below, I don't even know, just engage with the video so more people can see that this exists, and then we can put a stop to maybe we can slow down the water bottle consumption, amount of plastic waste there is around the world. So just, you know, I know people are always like, oh, one person can't make a difference. It's like when they say, oh, everyone's still gonna continue eating meat or everyone's gonna continue doing drugs. It always comes back to the story with the starfish, where the little boy is walking along the beach and there's hundreds of thousands of starfish beached up and drying up. And he goes and starts taking and throwing them into the water. And his friend comes up and says, bro, what are you doing? You're not gonna get all these starfish back in the water and you're not gonna help any of them. The boy responded by saying, I'm helping this one. I'm helping this one. I'm helping this one, and proceeds to toss it in the water. So we're not gonna shrink the plastic mound that's the size of a continent floating in the ocean, but if we can take actions each day to reduce our waste, maybe we'll have a place for our kids to live. Or maybe we're all just gonna die. So probably one or the other, and we can start by not using plastic straws and stop drinking bottled water. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah, let me know if you guys like the health stuff. I've just been kind of filming whatever's been on my mind, and the result is kind of fun. I get to work on something different than just kind of doing a day in the life vlog. All right, peace.